This is just a really fun technical practice for players you can use as part of a warm-up. So you put, each player has a partner. They are around 20 yards apart. If they're older, you might go 30, 40 yards apart, and they've got their own kind of little square, which is about 5 yards by 5 yards. The first game you play is working on your long passing. So if you can hit your ball and the first bounce lands in your partner's area, you get a point. So your partner will then do the same, and you play for a time limit. The player with the most points is the winner. The player with the least points is the loser. You can, if you want to add more to it, the winners can move up the league and the losers can move down the league if you want to make it a bit more competitive. You can then progress this to say that if the pass is going into the square, if the player receiving it can take their first touch and keep the ball in the square with the first touch, the player taking the first touch gets the point instead of the player that played the pass. That again now gets players working on first touch as well as the pass, makes it a bit more competitive. And then if you want to keep going and add a second progression, you can play it that if the pass is not going to land in the square, if it's landing out of the square, if the player controls it with their first touch and can get the ball to land in the square, that way the player will get 2 points. The player that received it will get 2 points for doing that. So this is them working on taking their first touch into space. Nice, fun, technical game. Nice and competitive. Players will enjoy it as definitely as part of a warm-up.